Okay, Aries, welcome in to your video. And let's see what goes on, guys. Yeah. No, let's do this first. We're going to go into the second week of May, okay? And let's see what your situation is, my beautiful Aries, please. What's the situation for Aries this second week of May? All right. Oh, I don't like the devil that's back here. That's a lot of cards. All right, I can see that a lot of you are struggling to manifest some sort of future here with a particular individual. Some of you, I felt boss energy, like your boss or somebody you work with. Others of you, yes, it can be somebody in a relationship. You're trying, you're also holding on to something or someone. But simultaneously, you're trying also to mentally disengage. It's like one of those things where you're going back and forth. It's like you're getting in your boat and you're trying to move forward with life and just go forward, but you feel like this wind pushing up against you, making you feel like you can't get forward in life or you can't make an inway. But you are. It's just extremely subtle and you can't see it, Aries. See, this is a big deal anyway, to mentally disengage and move forward, right? But simultaneously, you're starting to slowly open up in regards to relationships or whatnot. You're starting to put down the guard, the boundaries, all of that. The only issue here is that you're still holding on tightly onto something. But there you are trying to manifest something as well. And the person that I'm looking at is somebody here that could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. There's Capricorn there and Taurus there. We'll see more when we clarify, but there is something toxic going on. I think it's only going to be a matter of time before you recognize it and you take a leap of faith and bounce. All right. What's coming in towards my Aries, please? What's coming in towards them, please? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Hangman in reverse. Okay. A few things that might be actually very, very important. You know how we always say, as is above is below. Whatever's going on with the planets eventually affect you as well. We do have Pluto going retrograde into Aquarius. So find out where Aquarius is in your natal chart and see how or where it's affecting you. Okay. The reason I bring that up is because the Wheel of Fortune is here in reverse. And usually the cards kind of like guide the conversation. They guide what's going on during the week so you understand. You have two major arcanas here, right? Saggy energy and Pisces energy. The reason this is a Sagittarius card is because actually it's a planet card. It's Jupiter, right? And it's in reverse. So your life is stagnating. Here are two cards that are telling me stuck energy, very stuck energy, and you want to get unstuck. And the first feeling I felt here when I saw this was that you're kind of reverting something to your past, something that you've always known to do, right? Something that a person that you used to date or be with, or a job that you used to do. If some of you have recently switched careers or relationships, you're tempted to go back and do the old thing, right? Because you're torn. You don't know what to do. And that's probably why I also saw the devil. The problem, and that's because you're also holding on to something or someone. Meanwhile, trying to manifest a future. If you're rushing for results, do not. It's going to take a minute. It's going to take about 1.5 years. But the rewards are exponential. You just have to keep rolling with the punches. You cannot stagnate right now. You just can't do this. Your life isn't going to move. It's not. And what you do in May is very, very important. It's pivotal. I know you want to get unstuck. I know you want to get down from the tree. But I think you have to switch the way your mind thinks about something. And now that Pluto has gone retrograde, it's trying to kill off an old version of you. So that's why I said, go look in your chart and see where Pluto resides. Well, actually Aquarius too. See if any of you have Aquarius in your chart and see where that resides, because that's the part of your chart that's also getting fine-tuned. Now, what's the surprise of the week? Because that's where Pluto is retrograding. It's retrograding in Aquarius. And Pluto's a destructive planet. It breaks it down to rebuild it up, okay? You have the Ace of Wands, which is a passionate new beginning, but I see the Six of Pentacles. So work-wise, that means, yes, you have a new project and it's giving you a little bit more money, but a little bit more money. Just a little bit. Let me see what fell on the floor. Oh, yeah. Two of Swords, where you're torn. Somebody wrote in the comments last week, which I thought was very interesting. It's like, why does Aries karma have to be so strong that Aries always has to be put in that position where they're receiving rewards of karma because they're always getting inflicted by injustice? Sometimes somebody out there needs to hear this. We are all born with whatever our lot in life is. It's how we handle it. It's how we mitigate it. It's how we move forward from it, right? The reason I bring it up is because you are receiving rewards. You are receiving your justice. You went through a lot of shit the last 12 years, all right? Because justice is at the bottom of the deck. This is receiving something. Even if it looks like right now you're stuck or something's not moving forward, trust that that's part of the process and that you are being rewarded by something being canceled out of your life. That's the stroke of luck here for you guys. All right, because I could see under the Justice is the Two of Wands, you moving forward, but you're waiting on something. And maybe perhaps you just need more information. But let's see, what is the advice? I got to tell you, I would do this Ace of Wands. Aces are opportunities. You can accept them or deny them. And if you accept them, do you hustle them? Okay, so what you make of them is what you will. But I always feel like when there's an opportunity, always try to take it, try to work it out, see if it's meant for you, see what you can do with it, and so it can help you catapult you onto the next level or onto the next thing. Advice here for Aries, please. I see a Two of Cups here, by the way. Ooh. Try to stay optimistic and hopeful over a partnership. That's the advice. And what you really need to do is perhaps maybe not the Ace of Wands, because if this is love related, I know I went into work where this is a project and it's a little bit more money. Let me go into the love section of this. So we're rewinding one step. If this is a passionate new beginning, where passionate new beginnings, Aces of Wands typically denote something chemical, physical, attraction, chemistry. But it could have attached to it the breadcrumbs. Okay? So this isn't like huge public displays of love. This is not an Ace of Cups. This is not an Ace of Pentacles. So this is why I'm finding it interesting that an Ace of Swords is lingering around your advice. That perhaps because you're torn, you don't know what to do with it, because sometimes the Six of Pentacles, which represents breadcrumbs, could come out as mixed signals, okay? That is why there is a partnership here that is available to you, Aries, whether it's work or love, and you need to remain optimistic and hopeful. But the best way you're going to get at it, Aries, for that Ace of Wands to turn into an Ace of Cups is you really, really need to transmute that energy. And that's why we're having this Pluto retrograde. There's parts of us that we need to kill off. Things the way we used to do things, that we always ended up in a relationship that turned out a certain kind of way. How about not doing the Ace of Wands anymore? Which is, yeah, I get it. You're a fire sign. All you know how to do is fire, right? Heat, passion, attraction. But in your advice, it's saying, why don't you start a relationship based on truth, honesty, put all your cards on the table, have a cerebral kind of attachment, have an academic type of an attachment, have a one that's conversational, honest, one where you can attach yourself to find true love, Ace of Cups, right? So you can have this fresh new start in love, and you can have a do-over in life, and it cannot go just be Ace of Wands. It could be truth, honesty, and real love. Because then you're going to see that that's your form of abundance. You'll be like, oh shit, I do have something to work with here. It's real, and it's not just physical anymore. It's something substantial. It's something that could be soulful. What is the outcome of the week? That's the advice. We'll see more when we clarify. I see a reconciliation. If it's not a reconciliation for some of you, then this is good news. This is networking. This is socializing, but it's still good news. What I don't understand is, how do you go from the Three of Cups over here in your outcome to a Ten of Swords? I see. Someone is suffering an ending or a betrayal. We'll see more when we clarify what this reconciliation is. Others of you, like I said, you're dating, networking, socializing, but it does look like good news to me. I just don't understand if you're, I think I do. I think a lot of you are reconciling from something that had ended pretty poorly. That seems like it was betrayal to you. All right. Let's continue. Oop. I didn't like that. Let me just do that. Yes. Need to see if it's on. All right, Spirit. Let's see. What is the King of Swords? Four of Pentacles. You're holding on to a marriage or a commitment or some job that pays you pretty well. But you're trying to. And you're heartbroken too, simultaneously. I don't know what this is. You're heartbroken over something or someone, Three of Swords, and you're trying to heal. Well, you're trying to manifest something. But there you are. It's over a commitment or marriage or some company that pays you pretty decently. You're mentally trying to disengage from the pain, I suspect, and trying to manifest a future with this person. And you're trying to be open and vulnerable too, on top of it. Interesting. Yeah, I see you stalking after there was a tower moment. But you're trying to stay focused because life is going to life on you, and you know that. So you're just picking up the pieces and slowly moving forward. Well, something ends. All right. Interesting. Wow, Two Kings. There is another person around you, Aries, though. And from what I'm understanding, the way the planets are shifting in the next few months, you guys are supposed to be very lucky in love. Very lucky. So I think that this is one of those things where Spirit is trying to help you clean out some energy. Also, you know, you heard me speaking earlier about Pluto retrograde into Aquarius. It's going to be there till October. Okay? So try to understand those energies, along with Neptune in your sign for 14 years and Saturn in your sign for the next 2 years. If you can understand how these energies are affecting you, you know how to work with them instead of against them. All right. And like I said, looking at your tarot over here, it's guiding the direction of what's happening week to week. All right. So this to all of you should be a concern. This is unfinished business, and or your life is stagnating and not moving forward. It's like doing the same shit round and round, and you know you're not going to be happy with that. Okay. It's getting you stuck. You're going to freak out eventually. All right, what is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Hangman in reverse? Please clarify. Strength, Leo energy. Ooh, here's the devil again. Cappy energy and the world, Sagittarius energy. You're trying to resist some bullshit or a person, and that's a wrap for you, right? Yeah, it could be somebody that you're dealing with that's toxic, and the problem is, and this is why I'm seeing the devil here. I'm starting to feel like it's so addictive. It's so hard to break these chains from this person, this situation. It comes out looking innocent and you feel bad and you try to understand them, but it's not. It's fucking toxic. It is that person, that situation. Yes, your instincts are not wrong, Aries. But I don't know. Maybe some of you are fighting this ending. You know it's there, but you're fighting it. What exactly is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse? Yeah, it's the thing that fell apart for you, the Tower. Something tells, and I just saw this, towers and spin cycle. Over and over again, over and over again, over and over again, until you understand that you need to leave the situation because not only is it toxic, but neither of you are learning. Because the other person needs to come in correct, or the situation itself needs to come in correct. That's also why I saw justice. Justice needs to be dished out right now. Please don't stand in the storm when you don't have to. And trust me when I tell you, you guys are not in the place of storms anymore. Your challenges for the next 2 years are coming in different ways. They're not coming in ways to like hurt you or actually have things where you fall from grace and then you got to pick yourself up by the bootstraps. No. Your challenges, Aries, is so you could progress with career and finance and stability and shit like that. So it can teach you what hard work means. So you can feel the true rewards. It's not painful because you have other planet alignments in your sign that are going to help you there with Saturn. But other people do not need to be on your roster of fucking helping. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's what's going on here. There are people who are trying to attach themselves to you, Aries, so you help them. This is not for you right now. This is not your burden to bear. It's just you need to do you right now. And you're dealing with someone or something that just keeps repeating toxicity, right? It needs to go away. It needs to correct. Somebody's got to go off and do their own fucking homework for once. You can't be sitting there fixing them. What? You're going to fix their wings so they can fly and shit on you again? No, you're not. All right, let's move on. Let's see what the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands and Two of Swords is. Ten of Cups. Yeah, I can see that. You're trying to manifest a happy vibe, a happy situation, a happy home, a happy family, and you're trying to heal that rift, right? There you are, the Magician with the Ten of Cups. And you're torn as to what path or direction that might lead because you have a new opportunity. You do have a new offer. This new thing is supposed to help you heal everything. Also, it's supposed to help you come in from out of the cold. Okay? Even though you think you're stuck, you're not. Not for long. You're going to bounce, the Fool. You're going to bounce. All right, what is the advice? The Star, Two of Cups. You're like, no, I'm not going to leave. I'm like, The Star, the Two of Cups, please. Something about a marriage or something traditional. Traditional is like going to college for a degree, for a career, or you court somebody or you date somebody for a marriage, or somebody you commit to, or something that you commit to. Like it could be something as innocuous as like a gym membership or a church. Yeah, the Hierophant. And then the Six of Wands. Interesting. So basically, if you take a traditional route, a traditional method, no cutting corners, no, beating around the bush type stuff, this partnership can truly work out. Okay? Just stay optimistic and hopeful, but you will end up becoming successful, and that wheel of fortune will hit you upright, and your life will move forward. Okay? Three of Cups. Seven of Swords and the Chariot. Okay. And then there's a King of Wands back here. Oh, Aries, you're leaving something eventually that no longer emotionally serves you, and you bounce for sure. But before that, this week, you're having a reconciliation, perhaps with somebody that ghosted you or you were having a cheaty-peaty moment with. Seven of Swords. What's that look like to you? Seven of Swords, but you're staying focused regardless of this stuff. You're like, I've been around the block. I've been here before. I've had a life. I've learned a lot. So with that said, I'll take this all with a grain of salt. That's the Chariot for me. You're taking control of your life, regardless of what's going on in your private lives or externally, especially with this. So I don't know if this is somebody who had ghosted you or you ghosted them, or this is someone you're having an affair with, or whatever you're doing in the shadows, strategizing. You're doing something quietly. You're reconciling that. But here's this passionate person is at the bottom of the deck and available for you. Oh, I see. All right. Looks like the following week is where things start getting a little interesting, a little dynamic. Okay, Spirit, what am I going to talk about for love? What do they need to know that maybe perhaps I did not mention to Aries? Oh, is that true? As in true love. You're dealing with somebody that it's actual true love, if you had any doubts. Oh, shit. And this could be the one. Why do I feel, guys, like this is like the newer person? It's the person you're doubting. And maybe it's because there's Six of Pentacles, or there's mixed messages or mixed signals, or there's like a bit of a struggle, or there's blocks, obstacles, and challenges in between the two of you. Like you're not as optimistic, and that's why your advice looks like this to me, where you have to stay optimistic about a partnership, because there is somebody here who feels the same way as you do, regardless if you've spoken about feelings. Yeah, somebody you definitely have chemistry with. So I think it's this new individual. Interesting. Let's see what we're going to talk about with the Wisdom House of Night. I actually can't wait to see what that is. I don't think you should have doubts, Aries. I really don't. That's kind of what it makes me feel like. Aries? All right, thank you. I guess I had to say your sign for it to pop out. Loyalty. Okay, this is going to be a very important message, so please listen up, guys. It's not about you just being loyal to others. You have chosen the symbol of loyalty, and this means you are being called to stand up for who and what you believe in. Do you know the story of the beautiful girl who saw the good in another and retained and remained steadfast in her love against all odds? Loyalty is tested at times. I'm going to repeat that. Loyalty is tested at times, and you may be asked to assess whether others deserve your loyalty, because Aries are loyal to a fault. Do they deserve your loyalty? Sometimes you find yourself in a position where it's difficult to speak up for another person. a cause, or even yourself. Now is the time to be faithful to your best qualities and leave the rest behind. This is a true test of character. I know you will choose rightly. Stand up for what you believe and be loyal only to what is true and to what is good. Please, that message is very important. And this is the karma stuff. And this is why Aries always deserve good karma for that reason alone. All right. Leave the comments down below. Everybody else, I'll see you over at the extended. Right, where are we?